Triad MLS Online Training. I'm Karen Dietz, your trainer. In this video, I want to show you how to use Realist. Our topics are: what is Realist? How do you access Realist? What information is contained in this tool? Additional training aids available for you, and examples of how to use the Realist system. So what is Realist? It is a tax and public record database. The tax and public record information has been integrated within our MLS data. The coverage areas for Realist is all 100 counties in North Carolina and Carroll County, Virginia, Henry County, Virginia, Pennsylvania County, Virginia, Franklin, Virginia, as well as Patrick, Virginia. How often is the tax information updated in Realist? It is dependent on the counties themselves. When you're using Realist and you select a county, underneath the county name you will see the recording date. This will indicate the last time that county allowed Realist to update its information. How do you access Realist? There are two ways to access Realist in our system. One is to use the Realist Tax tab and then click on Realist Tax System. The other is from any property that is listed in our system. Underneath the photo, you will see icons TX, M, and N. Those are the Realist tax icons, and they will take you directly into Realist on that particular property. What information is contained within Realist? Well, you have sales data. This is all of the recording of that county's arm's length transactions. You have recordings of substitute trustee deeds, recording of deeds of trust, all taxes and tax assessment information, flood zone information from CoreLogic, and a wide array of publicly recorded information. This is an excellent tool for neighborhood profile reports. Additional training aids for Realist. If you would like more information on how to use Realist other than this training video or our written handout, when you open Realist Tax System in Matrix, look in the upper right corner for the question mark, and this will take you directly to the Realist user guide. Let's take a look at some examples of how to use the system. In this example, we will pretend that we have shown or are going to show a listing at 7217 Trotters Run in Trinity, North Carolina. You would like to gather as much information to give your potential client as possible, including a nice report for comparables. Underneath the photo of this listing, I'm going to locate the M for the Realist map. Click on the real M, and it will open up Realist, and it is on that particular property. In the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you'll see a blue box with reports. The first report that will open up will be the tax information on this property. To the right of the property details, which is the tax information, comparables. By default, Realist will go out 1/2 mile from that property and find all of the arm's length transactions within a 9-month period of time. Using the search criteria, you can change the number of comparables you'd like to see. You can decide whether you want to include any of these reports. Any that you do not want to include, you can uncheck. Your distance, if you decide you would like to decrease or increase the mileage. And then you can enter any of the tax field search data that you would like to maybe narrow down your search. And scrolling on down the page in the time period section, you can either decrease back to 1 month or increase to a maximum of 12. If you make any changes, please use the Submit. I'll bring your attention to the section at the bottom of the page where you'll see a column that has colored flags. Your subject property will be at the top of the list. If you see a red flag, that is the indicator that the last time that property exchanged hands, arm's length transactions again, it was a listing that was found in Triad MLS. No balloon, as in this example for 3730 Steeplegate, which closed on 9/26/2019 for $500,000, it was not a listing entered into our MLS data. Possibly a for sale by owner. If you were to see any blue balloons, that means that the listing property was listed in our system, but it was withdrawn. A purple balloon means that it was in our system and it expired. So these purple and blues, the properties did close within that amount of time, but they were sold by the property owner themselves, not listed in our system at the time of the sale. You can select all, or you can unselect any that you do not want to include in your report. With the selections made, in the bottom right-hand corner, again, look for that blue box, Generate Report, and you will have a nice, quick CMA report that can either be printed or emailed to your client. The map at the top shows the properties that you have selected, a summary of the statistics, then a nice side-by-side presentation, and if this prints or emails on more than one page, your subject property will always be in column number 1. To print, use the print icon and use Quick to print just the comparable report, and the same for email, Quick to just email the comparable report. Other information that we have found about this listing in Steeplegate on Trotter's Run is market trends. The Realist Market Trends Report. Again, a report that can be used via email or you can print. Other information is neighbors. By default, Realist is going to find the closest 10 property owners and their information. Again, you can use the search criteria and decrease that number or increase the distance. Any information you change here, please use Submit. And then Neighborhood Profile. For all potential property owners, buyers, this is a great report to show them information about this property. Let's take a look at Customized View. So with our Customized View, we can include education, we could include housing, population, quality of life, or schools. You can unselect any of those reports. Triad MLS strongly encourages all of our members to check out all of these reports very carefully and decide which reports you would like to include. With the selections made, use Apply. Now let's take a look at how to change the search criteria for those. In this example, I have selected schools and I have selected businesses. Search criteria. Distance, from the property. If I want to increase or decrease, and let's say I just decide to decrease down to 3 miles. Maximum per category, you can see a maximum of 25. Then you'll select your business categories. So I have selected bank, financial, eating and drinking, government public, healthcare services, pet services and shopping. Distance from school, I will select 10. Now, you have the option in Realist to include both public and private. Triad MLS strongly discourages our members from including public or both in Realist. This has nothing to do with school assignment, and you do not want to confuse the potential property owner. All this system will do is go out the distance of the mileage you have selected and find the schools. So printing out or emailing someone a list of all the area schools within 10 miles for public schools will be very confusing. They may think they can send their child to any school on that list, and that is not how it works in our area. But in this scenario, I am including private schools. So potentially my buyer who is looking at this property on Trotter's Run has indicated that they would like to send their child to a private school within 10 miles of the address. They have preschool children, elementary, middle, high school, and they would like to see any combined K through 12. Again, with any changes made to the search criteria, use Submit. And once the system has recalculated all this information, you now have a nice report that can be printed or emailed. It will tell you all the private schools, the exact distance from each to the subject property, the grades, the number of students, and then you have a local business list with all the local businesses, their phone numbers, the distance away from each to the subject property, and what are those businesses' general information. What an excellent report to use with your clients. Again, print. Quick will print just the neighborhood profile. Email Quick will only email the neighborhood profile. But for printing or for emailing, you can always use Customize and select the ones that you would like to print or email all at one time. We obtained all of that information with one simple click in our matrix system using the M Realist Map icon. Now, another use for Realist Tax. On the matrix homepage, under Realist Tax, I will open Realist Tax System. Bringing your attention in the upper left-hand corner and using Change County. To delete counties in the list, use the X. All 100 counties are listed here. Again, we have some counties in Virginia as well. A couple of examples. In this first example, I will select New Hanover County. Yes, this is an area that is outside of our Triad area, but just to show you how you can get the same information on any property anywhere in North Carolina, let's select New Hanover County. The recording information is current through 4/29/2020 in this video. And now apply. You have Quick Search and you have the more detailed My Search. Let's take a look at how to use the Quick Search. In this example, I'll type in an address. That is in Carolina Beach. Then simply search. In the bottom right corner, use Reports. And there's the tax record on this property at Carolina Beach. Comparables, Yes, it has gone out and found comparables. If there's not enough, remember to use your search criteria. I'll increase my mileage to 1. Submit. Notice there's no balloons. So we do not have access to MLS data outside just our Triad MLS market, neither do they. But what you have here is all of the recorded sales transactions from public record. So you could produce a quick CMA on any property anywhere in North Carolina or those few counties in Virginia. Market trends, just like we had on the property that is listed in our system. Neighbors, and the neighborhood profile report. Again, this is on a property that is at Carolina Beach. Using the back in the upper right corner of Realist takes me back to my home screen for Realist. This time I'll change the county, remove New Hanover, and I will select Davidson. So the information as of this video for Davidson County is 3/10 of 2020, and apply. Clear out my search instructions from the previous example, and this time I will type in an address that is in Davidson County. Search, reports, tax information, comparables, market trends, neighbors, neighborhood profile. What an awesome product for any of our members of Triad MLS on properties that they are listing or properties that they are showing. I do hope that this session for Realist has been helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, please email helpdesk@triadmls.com. Thank you.